Hey, how you going, people? This is our father and son English Premier League's first video where we're just going to chat about soccer and all things Man United and Arsenal. As you can see, that loser goes for Arsenal. I'm the United supporter. Dumbass. And it's starting already. Look, not even a minute into it. Not even 30 seconds. 20 seconds in and he's starting. Oh my God. How's the Champions League going this year?
Great.
Great? Yeah. Must be great spectating.
Yeah, I haven't
from
got
afar.
to watch much.
Yeah, that's all right. Cool.
It's a bit hard when it's at 5 in the morning.
Yeah. And your team's not in it either. Doesn't help. But yeah. But anyway, yeah, this is what you're sort of going to get. There's going to be a lot of banter between us. As you can tell, it's sort of natural what happens with us. But yeah, just going to be talking about what's happening with United as the season goes on, from my point of view, and going to be talking about what's going on with Arsenal, because I keep up with what's going on with United and don't really care about Arsenal. And Mitch is pretty much the same with Arsenal, keeping up with the news and don't really care about United. But anyway, that's
the drama that's been going on.
Yeah, that's my quick spill to start with, and now Mitch can introduce himself for a quick chat and let us know what's he's about.
Yeah, well, I'm Mitchell and I go for Arsenal, best club in England, as you know. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically what this is going to be.
Yeah, going to be a lot of it.
Yeah.
A lot of laughs.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and we'll work out.
A lot of bullshit.
Yeah, we'll bring skits and that into it, I'm sure, later as we get used to it and get an idea on what we're doing here.
So, yeah. I'm just mainly going to be talking about Premier League. Won't get much into Europe.
Yeah.
Mainly just be Arsenal and United when we do talk about it. So.
And we'll do quick overviews of the Premier League and the other teams and games that have come up. Big game this weekend with Liverpool and Chelsea.
Is that the only big game this week?
I think so. Although when you go for United, doesn't matter who we play, they're all big games at the moment.
That's shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit,
bit of struggle.
Yeah.
Bit of struggle. Struggle is real.
Yeah.
But yeah, just to cover the first 6 rounds. We're starting in round 7. So, but yeah, for the first 6 rounds, United have struggled a bit. There's a lot going on even before the season started. Our season started with the pre-season where Mourinho weren't happy, and with the players he had on tour in America because of the World Cup, and it just it's rolled on from there. And basically, we got to the first game against Leicester, managed to pull out the win at home, and then we'll just go. I should know these off by heart because the season's been a bit of wishy-wash.
You went from beating Leicester. Was Brighton your second game?
Yeah, Brighton. Yeah, that's right. We lost. That's probably
Brighton.
why I'm not remembering that too well. Yeah, Brighton beat us
3-2.
3-2. There you go. You know more about it than me.
Just because I like the fact that you lost to Brighton. That has nothing else to do with it. It's just great that you lost to Brighton.
Yeah, lost to Brighton. No, at least that was away from home. Then the home game against Tottenham, where
so much better.
We were actually a much better team than what Tottenham were. Then conceded a goal against the run of play, and then conceded another goal about 80 seconds later, 2-0, and then Tottenham got a third one just to rub the salt into the wound on the break, and the season wasn't looking too good from there. But then we did turn it around with some winning results.
I was expecting it to be quite a boring game, to be honest. Just 2 shit teams going at it.
Yeah, actually, Tottenham's your favourite rival, isn't it? Going for Arsenal, fellow London club. Yeah. But then, United managed to turn it around with a couple of wins against Burnley, Watford.
I was actually expecting you to draw against Watford, maybe even lose.
Yeah.
Just because they started off really well.
Knocked their undefeated run out. Four on the trot they'd had.
And then you came on and beat them, which was surprising considering.
But then we won in the Champions League away from home.
Sweden?
Switzerland. Pretty sure.
Yeah, Switzerland, sorry.
Yeah, and then another surprise result with a 1-1 game against Wolves. At Old Trafford, they were very flat in that game. United weren't playing the best.
just a surprise to him
But
because
both-
it's delusional.
Yeah, both goals in that game were against the run of play. United started off the better team in the second half.
Great
Wolves
goal
start.
from Matinho though. The one that Wolves scored.
Yeah.
It's a great goal. Top
No,
corner.
that's all good.
Not even really smart after that. It's just a great goal in general.
Oh, was it?
And in
Oh.
top corner. Watched it earlier.
Fair enough. And then United got knocked out of the League Cup
To Derby.
to Derby County,
Hmm.
which is another surprise result. But
I had a friend that blamed Grant for that because he had to play the last couple of minutes. But then I also said that you had a good attacking lineup and you still should have won anyway. Plus Romero played most of the game.
yeah,
So,
got sent off.
yeah.
Lukaku hit the post at 1-1. Little winner.
What a
2-1
surprise
up.
he missed.
But yeah, so that's United's start to the season. And now we'll hear about Arsenal's
Well, we didn't.
lovely start to the season. Let's talk about that.
We had a very difficult first two games against City. We weren't great. We weren't horrible. But we just can't defend. We need another defender to get rid of Mustafi because he's just.
One defender. Okay.
Yeah, but he's the one that makes the mistakes that lets him in all the time. Especially against Newcastle, which I'll get to later. But
Okay. Cool.
he was off. And then Chelsea, a game that we should have won because of the chances we had. Even like, for the majority of the game, they did have it, not going to lie, but with the chances we had, we created better chances.
We don't always have to have the ball to win the game.
Yeah. They had majority of the ball, but again, on the counter,
Yeah.
we were pulling the ball back to the penalty spot. And then Iwobi, Lacazette, and Aubameyang all missed very good chances.
And you're bagging Lukaku. And you just named your whole forward line. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all missed very good chances in that game, which should have won us the game.
Yep.
But didn't. Evidently. Lost 3-2. Then we went on to West Ham, which was
Another
fairly
local derby.
easy. Yeah.
Another
It should have been
London game.
easy. We made it a lot harder than it should have been. They had some good chances. I believe they scored first. Yeah.
Mm.
Or I believe Czech should have saved it, in my opinion. It was a very soft shot. No power behind it. Just should have saved it. Then we came back and won 3-1. We made it look easy at that point, going forward. Then Cardiff. That game was a pain in the ass to watch. Cardiff, who had not scored before that game, came and scored 2. Well, we went to Cardiff, conceded 2. Defensively, we struggled. These crosses, Bellerin can't defend either. He'd started to come into it a bit more later, but couldn't defend at the start. Let a lot of crosses in, which we conceded from. Then Newcastle, that was just easy. It was a walkover.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
Mustafi got shot and just fell with the ball coming down. So Socrates had to recover very quick. I thought it was going to be slow, but it's pretty quick.
Mhm.
Can't you remember how we conceded in that game? It was the last minute, I think. We just
Yeah,
sort of
then you
got
went to Europe.
complacent. Then Europe went 4-2.
home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, another walk in the park.
Yeah.
It's just
Europa League.
yeah, got fuck's sake.
So yeah, hope so.
We got complacent in the last 15-20 minutes. Conceded 2.
Mm.
Should
Then a clean sheet for the first time for the year.
clean sheet against Everton, which I thought they would have at least scored because Walcott, Charlison, who's been good this season for Everton.
Yeah.
But yeah, just another easy game.
The news went through
Then
in your League Cup
League
game.
Cup, which was fairly easy.
Yeah.
Wasn't our strongest team, but some strong people, like strong players. I mean,
I remember the United Arsenal game last year. You had a lot of youngsters on the field, and they were some talent there. I don't know how many of them you kept for this season, and how many of them might have played in that game against Brentford. But they're the sort of games that they could come into.
the majority of the Arsenal team against Brentford was a strong team. some rotation players, obviously. It's
Yeah.
League Cup. But we even got a bit shaky at one point, but then Torreira and Lacazette came on,
Yeah.
and you sort of like, oh, fuck, they're players that could, very good players, talented players.
Yeah.
So I think that kind of threw Brentford off.
Cool.
Lacazette scored a very good goal too.
Did he?
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, I love Lacazette. It's great. Yeah, and that's
Yeah,
it.
so
They
that's
got
pretty
Watford next.
So that's it. And then, so that's a roundup for what we thought of the start of the season for our teams. And then we'll just quickly touch on the Premier League overall, which you've got Liverpool 6 out of 6, I believe, at the moment.
Yeah,
And then Chelsea and City
on 5.
on 1 draw with 5 wins. And then Watford's still up there in 4th.
That won't last long.
Tottenham, Arsenal, United.
Tottenham won't be above Arsenal for much longer either. That's just kind of
Calm down. But Liverpool have obviously started off undefeated. Haven't watched any of their games, but just looking purely at the table, 14 goals for, 2 against. They've got to be relatively solid to do that. City, as usual, 19 goals, leading the way. 6 games, average of 3 goals. Looks like they're going to bang them in for fun again. And then, again, defensively solid, only conceding 3 goals. And then you've got Chelsea under the new manager. Like Chelsea players do. Respond to a new manager, and then we'll see what happens as their season goes on. But then that's what I think of the Premier League at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm not too interested about the top because my team's not up there.
I mean, we should be by the end of the season.
That's it. United 9 goals for, 9 against.
We both have very shaky defences. We both conceded 9 goals.
Yeah.
We haven't really. I mean, we've come up against Chelsea and City.
Yeah.
But you haven't exactly come up against anyone.
Tottenham.
That's about it. We both need better defenders.
Watford were undefeated. Got to at least say.
Watford were in good form at the time.
Yeah.
Still are, clearly.
But we'll have to see what happens with Pogba and Jose to see what happens there and what happens.
That, actually.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about that, did we?
No. What do you think about the situation?
I think it's Mourinho starting to show who's going to be boss there, because he's starting to realise that he's got the club's backing and not going to put up with Pogba's behaviour off the field. I think Pogba loses the ball a bit too much at times as well.
Type of player he is, though, isn't it? Taking players on, sort of.
It's a lot of simple passes that I'm seeing him losing the ball. Yeah, like not so much taking on. Like it's his 10 and 15 metre balls into players that he's just stuffing up because he's holding on to it too long and not releasing it. He's letting some quality balls go. He can hit 30, 40, 50 yard passes and put it on the player's foot.
So it's just more of his short passing than
just think he's got to release it a bit more, a bit quicker. And then they can play the attacking football that he claims he wants to if he lets go of the ball and brings other players into it. But and then just a quick Euro roundup for our teams. United won their first group game against the weakest team in the group of Young Boys, and next up for us will be Valencia, I believe, at home. And then from there we've got Ronaldo coming back with Juventus also at Old Trafford. And then we will travel to Italy.
Won't you have someone else?
No, I'm pretty sure you'll find you double up. Yep, Juventus.
Okay.
And then we'll have Young Boys at home and finish off with an away trip to Valencia.
Got City after Juventus.
I
just seen.
Did you? Both away games. Good stuff.
It's going to be a fun 2 games.
Yeah, that's it. That's all right.
Losing another 2 in a row.
I'm sure these players get paid enough to back up 2 games in a row.
Should, yeah.
You'd think. But anyway, yeah. So that's United's
Europe so far.
Europe so far.
Arsenal obviously beat Warsaw, who are from Ukraine, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got Karabakh. I don't even know where they're from.
They're we had them. They're one of the furthest parts of Europe. They're actually a terrible game to have because it's like a 10-hour flight or something. I think it was.
That's
I was
fun.
reading.
At least we got a somewhat local game in Fulham, another London club.
Yeah.
So at least,
But there's a lot of travel in between.
yeah, a lot of trouble for that game then. That's not going to be fun.
And what's that? Your second game in?
Yeah,
So
second
you
game away.
you want to get the win.
Yeah, we'll probably put out
And if you
another
actually
decent
have a
game
look at
against that.
if you have a look at them, they probably started off well in their own comp.
Yeah, 4 wins and a draw.
So they're a team that's used to winning.
Azerbaijan, there you go. That's where they're from.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure if you look in Europe on a map, that's like almost in Asia.
Yeah. So another
No.
long distance.
Yeah, because United had them in the Europa, and I'm pretty think it was a 10-hour flight. If it was by public, but I think they get direct flights and their own jets and cut it back to like 5 hours or something. I don't know.
And then we got Sporting away from home, which will be probably a difficult game away in
That's your
Portugal.
toughest team in the group by far.
The first game's in Portugal.
And then you
Which is
follow up
another-
with Crystal Palace.
We got Palace afterwards. It's
Mm.
another local London team.
Yeah.
Then we got
Then you're back up against Sporting.
but the game before that we got Liverpool,
Both of them at home. You got 3 home games in a row.
which is good.
Premier League looking after you there.
Yeah,
The way it's worked out.
doesn't normally happen.
I just sound like Jose whinge about the draw.
Yeah, so it should be, let's say, easy.
Yeah.
Our Europa League group should be easy.
Yeah.
Should walk it.
You should.
I wouldn't
Top
say we'd
it.
win our 6, but
Yeah. Should
Should
at least
maybe
definitely top it.
yeah, should definitely come out on top. Yeah.
Alright. Then we'll go into this round 7 of the Premier League, which this weekend, and United kick off the round at 9:30 local time in Sydney here against West Ham away from home, which just looked at the game, and West Ham have got most of their players out injured, so if we don't get the 3 points regardless of what's going on with Pogba and Jose, there's definitely going to need to be some sort of reaction
Watch
from
the
United.
United fan channels. That should be a bit of fun if you don't win.
Oh, I'm sure they will be. Jose out, Pogba out. They'll both be just cheering for both of them to be gone. But personally,
They'll probably stick by Pogba and say fuck off Mourinho.
I think they just need to get behind Mourinho because I think he's the coach that can take us into the next level.
If he doesn't anyway, you got Zidane there ready to step up.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about his coaching credentials in the sense of he done it with a ready-made Madrid side. Obviously, winning 3 Champions Leagues is something special, but they struggled in the league overall with him, and he's got a lot of problems to deal with at United. If he was to come, not the strongest of team where you haven't got a strong squad that Real Madrid have got. Yeah,
Sensigo.
There are plenty of quality players at United, but
Yeah, to have.
yeah. But yeah, so be interesting. But for me, I'm going to go with my predicted lineup against West Ham. Obviously, the keeper is self-explanatory.
De Gea.
De Gea signs himself up, and they should be rewarding him with a new deal any time this season and put him on.
Highest paid player, considering what he does.
Well, he won't be on the highest paid because they got Sanchez for nothing, and he's got the wages. That's, I think, Pogba's biggest
What
problem.
a waste of money that was.
Well, at the moment, it's not exactly a good return on investment, but time's not over yet. But De Gea will definitely name himself. I think Mourinho will stick with Smalling and Lindelof in the middle at the back. He'll name Valencia and Shaw on the right and left backs because Shaw started the season really well and he's got Jose's trust now, so I think he'll stay there. And then you should have Matic, I think, coming back as well. He'll slot back in and make the team a lot more solid, I think. But then I don't think Jose are too attacking with the midfield here. I reckon he'll go. He'll name Pogba, and then probably bring Fellaini in because he got players that he'll want to play for him, and Fellaini's definitely one of them players that plays for Jose.
Yeah, because he shouldn't be at United.
Oh, mate, he's done all right for someone that come under the conditions he did, and the shit he's had to put up with over the years. He's been a solid squad player for United. But then up front, Jose will go with Lukaku, no doubt. And I think Rashford will come back and start on the right, and Sanchez will be out on the left. So that's my 11. This will be back to front because it's a mirror image, and you may not. Oh no, you got De Gea, Valencia, Smalling, Lindelof, Shaw, Fellaini, Matic, Pogba, Rashford, Lukaku, and Sanchez. See how we go. But I think we should comfortably beat West Ham, even though it's away from home. We seem to be better at the moment anyway, away from home. And I think the team will fire. So I'm going to predict a 3-0 win against West Ham.
3-0? I reckon they'll score.
No.
Just because I don't like your defence.
Yeah.
No, actually, De Gea might save for us again.
So now we'll go over to Arsenal and what you think of their preview on your predicted lineup.
Well, I reckon we'll go for Czech in goal, who's been very good considering it's Czech. Just not good with the ball at his feet, which is what we're trying to do, play at the back. Don't like him doing that. I prefer Leno doing it. But I reckon he'll start with Czech because his stopping shots has been fairly good. You got Bellerin at right back. He's also been good considering he was our shittest player last year. Our worst player. So go with him because he's started really well. I'm guessing because he's got Lichtsteiner there pushing him. Yeah, we've got Mustafi, who I want gone because it's horrible. I'd rather Mavropanos in there, our young Greek defender, who did well against United last year when we played you. We had Orleans.
Don't know names.
You got Holding in there. He did well against Everton and Brentford. And Monreal, because he's the only left back we got at the moment because of injuries. We've got Torreira and Xhaka in there. Xhaka gets a lot of stick. Not many people like him. I do when he's got Torreira there, but when he's given defensive responsibilities, he can't do it. He's not a defensive player. But then Torreira, he's just really fucking good. He's a really good defensive midfielder. He's like Conte, except with better passing. We've got Ozil in the number 10 role. So that's where he should play, not out on the right. Definitely more of a number 10. Iwobi on the right instead of playing Ramsey. Because again, Ramsey has just been poor this season. He's good last year, but this year's poor.
Yeah.
So I'd rather Iwobi, he's done really well. And Aubameyang, because Aubameyang, he's just great, world class. And Lacazette up top, who scored a great goal against Brentford and Everton. They're both on form at the moment, so I don't see why he'd change it. And we've won 6 games in a row, so I don't see him changing too much about the
11.
Yeah. It's been pretty good.
Be a tough game though against Watford. They've started well.
Yeah, but I believe we beat them, which we should. We will go above them. Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
We'll go above Watford if we win, which we should.
We have to win by enough, and you have to win by enough, and we'll go above them as well.
Yeah. Can't see it being too much of a struggle though, if I'm honest.
You don't think so? You think you'll do it pretty comfortable?
Well, it's at home, I think. So, yeah, it's at home, so we should record at the Emirates. It's good. So
give us a look at your lineup. We'll put that on the camera, and you can just quickly run through it.
So we got Czech, Bellerin, Mustafi, Holding, and Monreal. Torreira and Xhaka Holding.
Yeah.
And Iwobi, Ozil, Aubameyang, and Lacazette.
Cool. So that goes. What's your prediction for the game then?
3-1.
3-1. We both think our teams are going to score some goals this week.
Because we got a good attacking force. Ozil has got great passing on him. Iwobi, who will take a player on and get the ball in the middle. Although that could probably be worked on, but yeah.
Well, we'll just have to see what happens. Yeah. We've got it on there now. We've got the recording of it.
Yeah.
Can't back down from it now. There's no hiding. Can't wait for the Arsenal United game. When's that actually on?
I think it's
When do we play
December.
each other?
December, I think.
Because we'll be well and truly used to it by December then. Oh my god, that'll be some fun.
Yeah, December 5th of December.
December
Wednesday.
5th. Midweeker.
Yeah, might actually have to go over to your house to watch that.
Yeah. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. Fairly early game though. 7 o'clock.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
We'll have to see what happens. And yeah, then
Definitely
just...
know about the teams by then.
Yeah, and we'll just bring up the rest of the round for the Premier League
Yeah, yeah.
for this week.
Matches. We got Everton against Fulham. Everton should... Actually, I don't know about that one. I reckon that might end up being a draw.
A draw.
Yeah.
Mm.
Maybe Tour. Because Mitrovic is done alright. Sessegnon, I like. Left back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him. Don't really know much about either of the sides, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't. I've got not much of an idea, so I'm just looking at the phone now to see what comes up. Head to head, Everton have definitely got the record.
Yeah. But then Fulham haven't been the greatest of sides recently either,
No.
recently promoted. So,
A draw against Watford. 3-0.
Millwall.
That's not too bad against City. Only
Yeah.
conceding 3. They like banging in 5s and 6s
Yeah.
against the weaker teams. But yeah. So you're going to go with the draw. I think Everton will get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2-1. I'll go with 2-1.
Yeah, after that, we got Huddersfield and Tottenham. Huddersfield 2-0.
You'd be praying for a Huddersfield victory.
It won't happen as
You
much
don't-
as I'd like it to. Tottenham will probably get the win.
I think Huddersfield have been pretty poor this season.
Yeah, lost 6-7-0 to City.
To City.
Yeah,
So you'd like to think that
they might have actually scored in that game,
What-
6-1 or
what-
something.
Tottenham's form hasn't been the best since beating
Yeah.
United either.
Huddersfield Town haven't won a match in 7 attempts. So, it's not great. They've drawn to Everton, lost to Chelsea 3-0, lost to City 6-1, then drew to Cardiff, lost to Stoke in the EFL Cup,
Whereas Tottenham have,
drew with Everton.
after beating United, went on a 3-game losing streak, 3 consecutive 2-1s.
Oh, it's great.
Watford,
not-
Liverpool in the Premier League, and then they lost to Inter at home, well, away from home in the Champions League. But then they recovered with a 2-1 win against Brighton, and then they had a 2-2 draw against Watford in the Watford.
Did they get through on
In
penalties?
the, yeah, they got through 4-2, I think it was, on penalties. I remember reading. So yeah, but Tottenham will get Huddersfield.
Yeah, they should.
At the end of the day, Huddersfield are at the moment bottom of the table,
Yeah.
so they should pretty much stay there, I think.
There you go. AC Milan on Ramsey. He's popped up on the phone.
So, all right, so we'll go. I'm going with Tottenham win.
Yeah, Tottenham, unfortunately.
I'll go 3-1. Pretty
No,
comfortable.
3-0.
3-0.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Next game is Man City Brighton. Won't waste too much time on
Yeah.
this because City will probably bang
Yeah.
5 against Brighton. 4 or 5.
I'd say Brighton have a chance because they beat United, but then United have gone to shit, haven't they?
Yeah.
So. But yeah,
Oh
so
my
City
God.
should win 2,
Yeah.
3, 4-0.
Yeah. And then Newcastle, Leicester. Leicester have bounced back a bit, I think, after being a bit indifferent.
Newcastle,
Newcastle have been a bit
bit
up
poor.
and down, I think. They're a bit more down than up.
They're drawn 2, haven't won,
Lost.
lost 4.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Leicester
Leicester have won 3 and lost
lost
3.
3, so yeah.
Very indifferent.
So not much chance of a draw. You'd think there'd be a result either way.
I actually got a bit of faith in Newcastle, wouldn't it? 2-1.
Do you? I'm going to go against the odds there and go with the draw because neither teams had a draw.
Yeah.
I think. Was
Wait,
it?
no, I think
Oh no, Newcastle's had 2 draws,
yeah.
haven't they? Yeah, so I'm going to go with a draw there.
Although I've just
Probably,
seen, that,
I'll go with 2-2.
just seen that Newcastle haven't won their last
Yeah,
11.
they just haven't won. So I'll go with 2-2.
I reckon.
I'm going 2-2.
Newcastle 2-1.
Yeah.
Wolves and Southampton. Wolves have been decent to start off.
Yeah, they
Had some good
they
results.
came with no fear to Old Trafford and came to play football, and they did. They
Wolves
played.
manager was actually Jose Mourinho's backup keeper at Porto.
Yeah,
So
yeah, he's not going too good against people he's been around because he just had who was it? Who's Derby's manager?
I don't know.
John Terry, I think, or someone? No.
Isn't it Lampard?
Lampard, yeah, Frank Lampard, another Jose protege. They got the better of him.
Yeah.
But I think Wolves should beat Southampton.
We got Chelsea, Liverpool.
That's the big one for the week, definitely.
Liverpool lost to them.
Where
in
is
the
it
League
at?
Cup
Stamford Bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll want revenge. They'll go there definitely with their strongest team to come out.
I expect Liverpool.
Salah, you going to go Liverpool win? You think they'll keep their...
So I reckon Salah. No, not. I don't think Salah will do anything. Or he might do something, but Mane will definitely be the better player. He'll definitely come out with a couple goals.
I'm going to go with a Chelsea victory.
Yeah.
2-1 as well. I think Chelsea will get it.
4-3 Liverpool. I reckon there'll be goals.
4-3, I reckon goals. Goal fest.
But they're both very attacking teams.
Shall see what happens.
Yeah. Got Cardiff, Burnley.
Burnley. What the hell? I don't even know where they're coming with them ones. Let's have a look.
Not great. I don't know.
They're both Cardiff and 19th, Burnley down the bottom. Just go. I'm going to go with Cardiff.
Yeah. No, I reckon Burnley won 4-0 against Bournemouth, so I reckon they could have it. Burnley 1-0.
Right.
1-0 Burnley. Then we got Bournemouth and Palace as the last game around.
Another no idea game. Just have to have a look at where they're coming.
Palace, because it's Zaha. I reckon will.
Bournemouth, both they're both mid-table teams at the moment. Mid-table, I should say, mid-table. Bournemouth at home.
I reckon Palace will got it though.
Yeah, we looks like we agree on not much at all. I'm going to go with Bournemouth. So we'll just see how it goes then. And anyway, well that's it. Thanks for listening. That's our Premier League wrap. This one was a bit longer because we went into a bit of the start of the season, which we won't have to do again as we've done it now. We'll just quick review as the round comes up, and then a preview of what's coming up, and a bit more banter and giving each other shit. And
didn't actually do much this time around.
No,
there's little bits, but not much.
There's little bits. Oh, you started 20 seconds in, and now you're finishing it. So, yeah. But